What is going on, everybody? My name is Corey, and welcome back to another Sports Beast podcast episode,
Woo!
episode number 4. Again, I have Cody with Ballers on a Budget on my screen next to me. Don't forget to go check him out. Ballers on a Budget, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I'm never going to remember all the ones you have. I think that's it, right?
Yep.
All right.
That'd be all of them.
And obviously, go check out Sports Beast on Facebook and YouTube. My list is a little shorter than yours for now. I'll eventually get back into like Twitter and stuff like that at some point. But we got a couple more topics for you today. We're going to start off with a good one. I was scrolling through the sports news and came across one that said the NFL is considering eliminating the Pro Bowl game due to basically the quality of play.
Lack of effort.
I kind of agree because I don't like how the Pro Bowl is played, but I kind of don't agree. And this is what I wanted to get your opinion on and see how you stood on the subject. What my thought process is this could be an awesome game. It could be the best game possibly of the season aside from the Super Bowl if they actually played. Everybody, that's why you play Madden, is to put the best team together. You want to see the best of the best on that field, but you want to see them actually play.
Yeah.
You want to see them try harding at their positions because they're the best at it.
The difference between it, though, on Madden, there's no risk. If a player gets injured, it's a game. In real life, if these guys get injured, they're affecting their real contracts for fan entertainment, essentially. Like, I get why they don't go hard. Because, one, they've already played all year long, and they're not trying to injure people or get injured themselves on a game that ultimately doesn't mean anything. I know they talked about throwing out incentives, but these guys are incentivized enough by millions of dollar contracts that they get by real teams for full seasons, not for one game for fun. I know J.J. Watt last year, he was not happy. He said there was more effort, essentially. I don't know word for word what he said, but essentially he said there was more effort put forth in walkthroughs than what he's seen in the Pro Bowl games right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Last year I saw Myles Garrett just stand up as the ball was snapped. Like he just stands up and then kind of grazes by. I get what you're saying. You don't want to get hurt after the season.
You don't want to hurt anybody either. Like, look at Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett he can't injure anybody, but if he wants to, he can go out there and lay the wood every damn time.
That's what I'm saying, and I want to see that. That's why I watch football. That's why football is as loved as it is, because it's a physical, well, not much anymore, physical contact sport. That's why it is a great sport.
Yes, that's why I think they need to make a change. These players aren't going to change the way they're playing in the Pro Bowl, no matter what you put in front of them, because ultimately their yearly contracts mean so much more than one game where they get voted in that essentially means nothing. You can look at all the Pro Bowl players, and just because they have entered the Pro Bowl or has been eligible for the Pro Bowl, that doesn't mean shit on the records. Same with NBA. NBA did the same thing. They had an NBA game, All-Star game, which they still do, but they do it knowing there's no defense played. So they started making changes. They still do it, but that's the low totem pole now. everything else, the skills challenge, all that stuff overshadows the dunk contest, 3-point contest, all that stuff overshadows it. And I think
because it's
that's what
stuff
the
that
NFL
people
needs
want
to
to
do.
watch.
And I liked the dodgeball last year.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I always liked the NFL skills challenge last year.
Yeah.
But I don't think them changing it to a flag football team, a game 7-on-7, is going to change anything.
Yeah, and I was just sitting here trying to think of, even just one thing, like how would you not necessarily incentivize, but okay, look at it this way. And I know me and you don't really pay much attention to baseball. The All-Star game, if you're the winner of the All-Star game, you get some kind of home field advantage for, I don't know if it's playoffs or if you make the World Series. I forget how it goes because I don't watch a lot of it. But if you're the winner of that, you essentially you get an incentive to get out there and hit the most home runs in a home run derby. Be the best at the position that you were voted for. Like they do the same thing. They vote for the best positions and then they put you on the field because that's what people want to see. They want to see the best players play together and against one another. And MLB has figured out a way to incentivize actually playing the game and not just, now maybe they're not going as hard as they could. But again, this is also, I believe theirs is halfway through the season. I think it's kind of how the All-Star break in basketball is.
Okay.
I think
about 2/3 of the way through, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know about
something
baseball.
like
I have
that.
no clue about baseball.
Yeah, because I know when basketball, when the All-Star break hits, it's kind of coming to a close, but there's still a lot of games after.
It's probably roughly like 20 games after or so.
Yeah.
Depending on your schedule.
But yeah,
like
I just go ahead.
I think this is where what separates all the sports. Basketball, you can play half-ass and you're still going to see the things you want to see. You're still going to see some defense. You're still going to see dunks. You're still going to see some crazy threes, layups, all that stuff. In baseball, you're still going to see the same type of stuff. Sluggers hit it out of the park you want to see. You're still going to see people pitching hard because that's what they've been doing all season. What's another 30 to 40 pitches for them? Maybe a Tommy John surgery. Who knows? But with football, it's completely different. You could have a season-ending injury just by putting up a block. And then I think if flag football comes to it, I still don't think you're going to see people running as hard, cutting as hard, because then you tear an ACL, MCL, PCL, any of those things. That could be career altering. In that one game incentive, maybe it's a brand new car. Maybe it's a ton of money that they already have, whatever. Those incentives will never beat the possible incentives that they're gunning for. A 4-year, 5-year max contract. And I just don't think there's anything the NFL can do to put a game out there for fans that has no stipulation to the regular season record, postseason, none of that. I don't think there's anything you can do that's going to get these people to play hard for a game in their eyes is just for fun.
Yeah.
I just don't.
So, and I know I've said this before, but obviously I'm thinking about how do we fix it? And if we can't fix it, what do we put in its place? And I think I posted this last year. I think it was around the time of the Pro Bowl, saying get rid of the Pro Bowl, make, or not make, but have the bottom two worst teams in the NFL fight it out
I like
for the
this.
first round draft pick.
But then it's not really a Pro Bowl because the Pro Bowl is supposed to showcase the best of the best. Right now, you're showcasing the worst.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you can't fix it, get rid of it. Pro Bowl no more. Cancel it like you want.
I like
But
that
how do
idea,
you
though. I
how do
love
you
that
replace it? If you replace it with something that's going to mean something. Because just like baseball incentivizes whatever home field advantage, this would incentivize you to play hard and actually play the game. And it would incentivize who gets, even if you were the second worst team, you would still get that first round pick. And being obviously one of the worst teams, you have to build your team through the offseason and the draft. So that's what you want. You want one of the top picks.
Yeah, I like that idea. Maybe they do a Pro Bowl. They still have their skills competition. They still have the fun little games like dodgeball. Like I said, I really liked the dodgeball. It was just something different. I just liked it. It was entertaining. And then
keep the skills competition because that stuff is great.
Yeah, that stuff's great. The only thing they need to change on that is stop letting non-quarterbacks throw the fucking ball.
Yeah, that is stupid. And
I can't stand that. We don't come here to see a wide receiver throw terrible throws. We don't care if you can throw. We want to see you catch the goddamn ball. I think,
or a corner play receiver. Like it's stick to the position.
Yeah, make it more position based. I know you're out there to have fun. I'll make a whole weekend out of it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see Diggs out there trying to catch a ball when he's not guarding someone. I don't want to see Justin Jefferson out there throwing the rock. I want to see him snagging it one-handed.
Yeah.
But I do like the skills competition, whatever little mini game they got going on. And then maybe add that game, the toilet bowl game.
Yo, you can't call it that though. Like it would have to be something else.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't call it that. But that's what I would call it.
100%. They should.
But yeah, maybe have that. Then you have the fun camaraderie of the weekend, and then you still got a serious fucking game to where you're going to see some hard hits laid, because then it's organizations playing for their future. It's other teams that are going to remain on the team knowing like, okay, if we get first pick, we're gunning for this guy. We need to try hard.
So obviously I like the idea. I said it. But then you have the determining factor of, well, if I'm not getting first, I'm probably getting second anyways. So really, what's one pick?
You'd have to know the organization and who that organization is going to be going after in the draft, essentially. Because if you're playing, say it's freaking Jags and Jets or something, maybe Jets need a defensive line. Maybe Jags want a wide receiver. They can make an agreement with each other like, hey, just don't take my other guy, okay? And we're good. We're set. We can just walk through this game.
Yeah, see, that's that. But then again, it turns into the Pro Bowl thing all over.
Exactly. That's why, I mean, I love that idea if they were to play hard, but same as the Pro Bowl. Love that idea if they were to play hard.
So what if you took, let's say, 6 teams, brought them all to the field, did like, I don't know, like 2-minute quarters, and created like a little tournament bracket for the top 6 spots, wherever you finished on the bracket.
Not even playing full games.
Is your pick. Yeah. I'm not saying you half field, cut the field in half. I don't care. 2 minutes, like, because it can take 2 minutes. You can have a 2-minute drive. That's easy.
You can have a 2-minute drive. You can have a 12-minute drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, cut the field in half. So you're showcasing the skills of a football player playing half field, but still pushing and playing the game that everybody wants to see. But also you're not just kind of BSing your way through.
I think they just need to stick with the Pro Bowl skills type competition, but I think they need to add drills for more defensive players, for like linebackers, for the linemen, like add some more skills for those guys, because why wouldn't they want to be included? The only time they get included is if they actually make the Pro Bowl game. And then half the game, they're just standing there, not blocking anybody.
Yeah. So another thought just came to my mind. In the FCS, you can go after you score, you can go for a 1, 2, or 3 point, like extra point, basically.
Yeah.
And what they do is they put the ball on a chair. There's not even a center. The quarterback takes it and hikes it, but he has, I think it's depending on where you are. And that might only be just like a 2-on-2 or maybe even a 1-on-1. Receiver versus back. Just going out. Nobody else is on the field but the quarterback and offense and defense, receiver, cornerback, whatever you want to call it, spot. What if you make that, obviously pick your 6 teams, put them in that situation. Points wise, you'd have to come up with points. If it's from the 10, you get 1 point. If it's from the 20, you get 2, whatever, and kind of create a little competition. So you're still in the competition side of things, but that nobody's getting hurt. Quarterback's not getting laid out, but that would still create the bracket style competition. That way you don't have to ship the whole team to the same field or all 6 teams to the same field and kind of fight for the top 6 picks that way.
Ooh.
You're really showcasing like receiver skills pretty much. How good your quarterback can throw. And
but I do have another skills drill that I think they should do for the linemen. It's called the trench tug of war. They got 5-on-5, 5 defensive linemen, 5 offensive linemen. On go, you want to double team, triple team, whatever. But the goal is you start on a neutral middle and then say everyone goes 1-on-1. 3 go this way and then the other 2 outside go one way. Ultimately, say the defense has the 3 push that way. They win because they have more people pushing. If the offense were to have 3 people going forward, they would win. It's just like a majority wins for a tug of war. Because you could double up on someone, but then that's going to free up somebody else. So do you just take the chance of letting one run free while you're pushing the rest of the team backwards? I think that'd be hilarious.
Oh, you're saying like a reverse tug of war.
Yeah, you're not trying to pull them to you. You're trying to push
them back. Okay.
So the moment
I was confused. Yeah. That's
a weird setup. It'd be hard. It's hard to explain or envision until it would be done, but I think it would be hilarious.
Yeah, I think something like that would be cool. They do need to get more because obviously they showcase the skill positions.
Yeah, which I think is absurd because you're telling me a lineman isn't skilled.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hate hearing that word, skilled positions. Motherfucker, they're all skilled. They can do shit I can never dream of, okay? Like
they did, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but they did incorporate something like they had to push like a train cart full of something, like a heavy-ass train cart. Like they did like a little obstacle course, and at the end,
oh my God,
there was like 2 or 3 of them that had to push like a train cart. One of them fell off the rails. Like it was crazy. So I think
like a human tractor pull. The more he keeps running, the more weight just goes back there.
But that's how you have to look at it for these guys because of how they're built and the job that they do every day. It's basically like setting up a strongest man competition is what you have to do for these guys.
Well, that's where a lot of their skill, I know a lot of it is technique, hand position, foot movement, how fast you're ready after the snap. But ultimately, their fucking strength is what gets it done. The way they keep their feet moving with an opposite 300 pounds pushing against you. I think that's more skilled than running around and catching a ball personally. But I would just like to see them more incorporated into this damn skills challenge. Even the kickers. Give us some fucking coffin corner punts. Give us some crazy field goal angles to where you're kicking from out of bounds. Like if you can get it to kick and hook or hit it just right to where it doesn't hit one of the uprights or whatever. I just want to see more shit than the usual we're seeing because right at the point, I'm at the point to where I watch the whole weekend except for the actual Pro Bowl game.
Yeah, I'll have it on, but not be paying attention. Yeah,
exactly. There's no need to pay attention.
Yeah,
you're not missing nothing.
Yeah,
who was it? It was last year. Who was it that went crazy? Oh, Mac Jones. Mac Jones.
Oh, he did.
This how bad you know it is because people will dog on it for not putting enough effort. But then when someone does put effort into it, like Mac Jones did for that last 2 or 3 drives, whatever, he got dogged for putting too much effort because he looked too good around other superstars not putting in effort. So it's a vicious circle. They need to overhaul it or get rid of it completely. I think there's just so much better things they can do. Don't ask me for the advice because you're just going to come up with a bunch of rambling like we already did.
No, but that's how ideas are created. You brainstorm, you throw out stupid stuff to see if they stick, and then you build off of that.
I agree.
That's how billion-dollar companies are made. Obviously, I'm not entirely sure because I don't own a billion-dollar company.
Well, shit, I got tons of dumb ideas. Fuck. One of them's got to be a gold mine, right?
So basically, we're just saying keep the skills part of it. You got to do something with the Pro Bowl.
You have to. We don't know what. We got a couple suggestions. But
they're decent suggestions too. Anybody
I like a couple of them. A couple of them. They got to do fucking something. They got to do something.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. What was the next one? Oh, Madden. What is it, 23? I haven't played a Madden game in so long. Is it Madden 23 that's coming out?
I do believe.
Yeah, because I just bought Dominic Madden 22, I believe. Not just, but his recent one. So obviously, was it this year or last year? Anyways, recently, obviously, John Madden passed away. Rest in peace. I wish I would have got to see him play. I think that would have been cool. Obviously, it was a little bit before my time, which means it was before your time.
Yeah. I remember John Madden on Nintendo cartridges. So, so that's saying something.
But yeah, he is obviously the face of Madden for as long as it's been Madden.
I don't remember it being anything else.
He will now be on the cover. He will be featured on the cover. There's not going to be any other superstar that I'm aware of.
Nope.
Or maybe
not that I seen.
Or maybe it'll be like the dual release where they put a superstar on one, and how they did like the Antonio Brown, Jerry Rice.
This is the only year they should not do that.
Yeah, I completely agree. But he will be on the cover, which is amazing because I liked him as a commentator. But again, I wish I would have got to see him coach a little more and got to see him play. But that's what we have the internet for. We can always see him whenever we want, pretty much. He will be on the cover. I had a question for you, but I don't remember what it was. I don't know. what part, obviously we're a little bit younger, what part of Madden do you remember most? Obviously it's going to be more commentating heavy, but what part of Madden kind of best stood out to you?
To be honest, I don't have too many memories of John Madden. Like you said, when John Madden was in his prime coaching, I don't remember any of that. Maybe I was too young, or maybe I just wasn't into football like I am now. But I do remember him being the commentator, and he would always, from what I remember, he was one of the first ones to throw up the screen and start drawing X's O's on the screen for the viewers.
Yeah,
I like that. I loved that. And now you see it nonstop in NFL and NBA. And I think those people are probably about 10 to 15 years too late, because I think John Madden was doing that hell of a lot sooner. That would be my greatest memory of him, is personally. Obviously, like I said, I didn't get to see him coach. I didn't get to see him do the things that made him a legend, but I got to see him talk. I got to listen to him talk about football. And I got to see him draw those X's and O's on the screen with real players on the field on real time. So I loved that.
Even in some commercials, you got like a Thanksgiving dinner and he's explaining how dad gets to the mashed potatoes first or something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was the iconic main thing I remember from him.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. But what I liked about him is, even just mainly commentating, he was about the game. So often now these commentators are about, oh, this is what I used to do back in my day. Oh, if this was me, I would have made a cut here and ran for another 40 yards, probably scored a touchdown. John Madden was about the game. And that's what I loved about it. He's not, obviously, when you're talking as much as commentators do, you're going to throw in something about back in your day or whatever.
You're going to spice it up with your own.
But more often than not, he was about what's happening now, what's going on in the game now. And that's what I love about it, because I cannot stand people like Collinsworth who are just like, oh, back in my day when I was wearing rubber helmets, and I don't like when every play turns into something about him.
Yeah. That's why 90% of the time I don't pay attention to the commentators in the NFL anymore.
And I think we need more like Madden was, and Tony Romo.
Yeah, I was just about to say Tony Romo, man. He had a great 1 year of commentating so far that I loved.
Yeah, I'm all for Tony Romo. And they told him to calm down with basically telling what play is going to be ran where. But it doesn't matter. It's about execution. You can put the plays up on the screen. First of all, nobody's going to know what they mean. Second of all, you can put those plays up, how they're lined up in defense, how they're lined up in offense. It's all about how the players execute that play. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I just thought we should, obviously you have the gaming channel. I'm sure you still play Madden.
Oh, I'll be putting up videos, Madden, all that, NBA, all the sports stuff. But I do want to add in, when John Madden first passed away, probably roughly a year ago or so, from my memory. I know all the time kind of runs together to me right now. But I remember when he passed away, I made a Facebook post on this is before the Ballers on a Budget channel was created. So it was on my personal account. I specifically said, good. Now EA should honor John Madden by making a good Madden game. So let's hope they do justice, not just the same wash, rinse, repeat type shit. And the only other thing is, I'm going to screen share this real fast. Never mind, you disabled it.
Yeah, I forgot I was recording this one. Yeah, I don't know how to. Oh, here, I clicked on something. Try it again.
Okay, there we go. I want to bring up the cover right now.
Never
This
mind,
is the All Madden. This is the All Madden edition right now. It's a young John Madden.
That's what they're saying. The cover is going to be right now.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it, but I thought they could have used a better, more epic photo. I know. I'm sure they were. It looks like they were trying to get at the goofy side of him, the loving side of him for football. But I would have loved a badass picture of him coaching or something like you know how you see every damn picture of Lombardi. He's in the rain. He's got that coat on. He's got that mean look, and he's in the middle of coaching. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see grit, John Madden.
Like a Bill Cowher pose with like the power chin.
Exactly.
I completely agree. You know, black and white, just him staring at the field with his headset on, clipboard in hand.
Right. Yes. Like I said, I get what they're getting for here. It's kind of his goofy side. But I would have loved to see it. Just a mean fucking photo of him.
So I think with the dual reverse or with sorry, playing Uno on my other screen. So with the dual like release thing that they did, this is one where you do one like this and then one with like his black and white coaching, you know, got the fire in his eyes kind of looking onto the field type of thing. You can do that. Don't release an all-star and him. 2 releases of him. One like that one.
Yes.
And one with the coaching.
Because this is the All Madden edition. There's other deluxe editions. There's regular edition. And I know they're going to put other players and feature other things on there. Fuck that. These players get tons of recognition as it is. You can't curse a dead guy. Rest in peace, John Madden. But we all know about the Madden curse.
Yeah.
This would break it.
I was just about to ask you if you thought it was going to break it.
You can't have the curse for someone who's not playing in the league. And you're honoring one of the greatest to ever talk about it and coach. I don't know his coaching statistics, but I mean, when you're the face of football, you had to be doing something pretty damn legendary.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like that. I wanted to talk about it. Obviously, you do the gaming channel. Kind of get your side of things. I think I say that like every time we do a podcast.
Yeah, you do. It's like, oh, wait, I play video games? I didn't know that.
Let me get your side of things on that.
Look, here's my side. Put that on it.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Kind of a laid back episode for you. Not too much to think about. But NFL, hit us up for some ideas for the Pro Bowls. I'm sure we can make this better for you.
And we're not asking near the incentive the players are asking for.
Not nearly. Not this year anyway.
Right. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Price is going up though the longer you wait.
Right. That's true. Every year you have a bad Pro Bowl, I'm gonna laugh and price goes up.
Yeah, $20 every year. I know it's not a lot to everybody else, but
price for the budget ballers on a budget, bro. Can make some big changes around here.
Oh yeah, $20.
Probably change his damn logo behind me.
But we are out of time. Don't forget to go check out Cody with Ballers on a Budget, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever he's on. And don't forget to like and subscribe to SportZ, SportZ Beast on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks for listening and watching another one.
Yeah, buddy.